What's that?
Dug yourself up a new track?
Another new track. Everyone, our guest is on with us right now, but he's not talking yet. But everyone that I could see, as soon as the part of that song kicked in, everyone smiled and started nodding. You knew it was a good choice. So.
Oh yeah, it's a good tune.
Yeah.
That's Highway tuned by Greta Van.
Yeah, that's it. We got to give them credit in case they only 29 people listen, but in case they come after us for money. But
so welcome to episode 4. I forgot to give this one a title.
Yeah.
But we were saying free Mitch Marner.
Free Mitch Marner.
Free Marner.
Hashtag free Marner. Hashtag free Subban. Good talk.
How about that? Yeah, that's Subban. Yeah, I shared that on the Facebook the other day when who went down? Edler went down with an injury, and they didn't even call up anyone because they already have like 15 defensemen rostered.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to start this off. I got a story and a question for you. I want your thoughts on something. So I went to an OHL game this weekend, and I remember a few times ago I went to an OHL game, and this is what made me think of this story. And I was actually taking a Snapchat video to send to you. Now, I was at the game with a guy. I'm not going to out him because I know he actually listens to this. But he had himself a bit of an evening. He spent a little bit of cash on some drinks, and he was having himself an evening. They had a flex cam. He geared down and started flexing, and he didn't get in any trouble. But then I pulled out my video to take a 10-second Snapchat video because a guy we knew scored a goal, and they were saying his name over the speaker. So I went to record it, and security came up to me and said, "You can't do that, stop doing that, or we'll kick you out." And I was thinking, hold on, the guy I'm with ripped his shirt off 25 minutes ago to start flexing for the Jumbotron, and you're going to give me a hard time. So my question is, why are you not allowed to record at OHL games or NHL games that are already on TV? Do you know?
I don't know. I've never had that issue anywhere else. That's why I don't understand.
I wonder if they were just trying to send a message to me because I wasn't having an evening like he was, and just like maybe calm down a little bit, guys. Like he had to give someone trouble, so he gave me trouble.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, but he was a tarp off Tony, wasn't he?
He was tarp off Tony. Oh, I can't remember if he actually took his shirt off, but he did have no coat. I remember it was like a tight T-shirt that he was flexing with. But I remember as soon as they said it was the gun, I think it was called the gun show, and they were getting people to flex on camera. It was actually for little kids. But he ripped his coat off, and he had a tight shirt on, I think, and he was flexing. But then I got in trouble for it. But anyway.
Still doesn't make much sense.
No, well. Anyway.
Yeah. Try it again next time.
Yeah.
Next time you go to the game.
Yeah, I'll try it again. I'll see how it goes. But anyway, we'll take a little break, and we will bring on our buddy, our guest.
Wait, before we go to the break, I'll just say that John Dunsworth died from Trailer Park Boys, and that's really sad, so rest in peace, John Dunsworth.
Yeah,
a.k.a. Mr. Leahy.
Mr. Leahy. I don't think our guests like that show. I can't remember. We'll ask him about it after this song to introduce him. Oh, that's a good tune to describe our guest today. I can tell. I met him on my third day of college, I think. Came over and we hung out, and we've been buddies ever since. We've been to a Kim Mitchell concert together, which is why we played a little bit of Kim Mitchell. It is Shelden Rogers. Shelly, baby, how are you, buddy?
I know I'm a lot of feathers, but not much chicken.
You gotta listen to the whole song for that one.
Oh, what a great tune.
Oh.
So, funny story about that night. I actually, to this day, still have a video. We had our elbows on the amps of that concert. And Kim Mitchell looked me dead in the eye and stuck his tongue out. Somewhere after that, he said, "I know I'm a lot of feathers, I'm not much chicken."
From my side of that story, go ahead.
Was that
no
on Snapchat or?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one will live forever.
On the other end of that video, I remember you did that, and you turned around and you screamed like a 10-year-old girl.
I think that was captured.
Yeah, I think it was me laughing at you.
Yeah, I remember the miracle laughing there too.
Oh, the hyena.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's not much chicken.
Oh, so Shelly, no, go ahead. I keep cutting him
I was
off.
gonna say I didn't meet Shelden on my third day of college.
Oh.
I met him in what, you guys were in second year when I met you guys.
I guess so.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Anyways,
I honestly can't remember the first time I laid eyes on you, Will.
me neither. Maybe our profs remember.
Yeah, it wasn't magical, but it was a magical friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hang around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was when the first year students really didn't come into the newsroom with us, so Will just kind of asserted himself into the newsroom, and that's how we met him.
Big man on campus.
Yeah. The big man who didn't live on campus.
That's true. Yeah.
But anyway,
So what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. How you been, Shelly? We talked a little bit about how we met you, but I guess tell us a little bit what you were just saying before you hung up. You've had a bunch of different favorite NHL teams, I guess, right?
Oh yeah. When it comes to the NHL, it's very different from. I'm a very patriotic fan. I want to get that out of the way.
Okay.
So, when it comes to the NFL, like anyone who knows me, what's my favorite team?
Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona.
So, and I would never dare cheer for any other team, ever. And on Sundays, like, if the Cardinals are playing, don't bother talking to me. That's what kind of a fan I am. So anyway, growing up in Eastern Ontario, I grew up a big Sens fan. I went to games when I was like in the second grade. My mom painted like a picture of the Ottawa Senators logo on my wall, like a life-size logo. It was amazing.
Artist.
Yeah, and then I loved Patrick Lalime. He was my favorite player. I tried out for goalie one year, and then they told me I'd have to take a step down and not play on the A team, and I wouldn't get to play with all my friends, so I quit and said, "See you, Lalime." And then so they traded away everyone. Like in the late 2000s, they traded away Wade Redden, Mike Fisher, Chara. Lalime was gone not too long after the 04-05 season, and then so I just lost interest. So then, I just started cheering for random teams. In college, I cheered for St. Louis and Arizona, which was really weird.
Yeah.
And then I lived in Winnipeg for the last year and a half, and I lived a couple blocks from the arena. So, it's hard not to cheer for Winnipeg when you're out there. So that was fun. But now I'm back in Southern Ontario, and I'm like, all right, Ottawa, let's do this again.
How was your experience in Winnipeg?
You know what? It was great. That was a great experience. I got a lot of exposure to the career field I have chosen, which is media, and got to do a lot of stuff. Like having the Jets and Bombers there was incredible. I was covering Jets practices and Bombers practices, going to games and doing post-game conferences and stuff, and a guy out of school, I would have never thought I'd be doing that kind of stuff this early in my career. So it was amazing. That's a really cliche way of describing it, but it was great.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite moment from your time in Winnipeg?
Yeah, actually, a conversation you and I were just having. I wrote an article about this.
Plug it.
I remember. What's that?
Plug it.
Yeah, might as well. So I'm coming into work. I have a camera shift, right? So I come into work and I, get ready to just do whatever I was going to do that day. And it just so happened that was the day that I was asked to go cover my very first Winnipeg Jets pregame skate. So I was super excited. And then I went there, and it was, as I'm walking to the arena, I'm like, hey, who are they playing tonight? Like, what's today? So I realized in my head that they're playing the Leafs. And this is last year, so it's Line versus Matthews. And these guys both just got drafted 1-2. So I'm freaking out. There's nothing really that went wrong, which was good. And I just remember being in the dressing room, and one of the crazy. You guys know what scrums are. For anyone who doesn't know what a scrum, it's like when all the media goes in and interviews one person all at the same time, right? I have never seen so many people in front of one human being asking questions in my life. Patrick Laine's stall. There was a member of the media there who had a microphone on what was a pole about the size of a hockey stick, and they also had, because they didn't get into this scrum in time, they put their camera on a similar pole and just held it up in the air over top of everybody. It's like, those mic boom guys in the movies?
Yeah.
Someone was holding the camera with one of those things.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot, no free space in those scrums, I'll tell you that much.
No, elbows.
Absolutely. No, it was great. There's a lot of different stuff I could talk about, but that was one of my favorite sports moments for sure.
What's that city like when a hockey game's going on?
You know what? I've never experienced anything like it. That being said, I've been to Ottawa to watch a game. I've been to Arizona to watch a game. I've been to Buffalo to watch a game. I'm trying to remember where else I've seen NHL hockey. But anyway, this MTS Center at the time, it's now Bell MTS Place. It holds 15,000 and change. So there's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people in that building, but it's small.
Yeah.
And anyway, the first game I ever went to, like, puck drop, everyone was losing their minds. And I said, I can't believe how loud it is in here. And I went to a game with a Winnipegger, and he's like, just wait until they score. And I was like, okay. I've seen people go crazy and stuff like this. So anyway, they're playing Washington. They're down 2-0, and they don't score until the third period. I was getting worried. And I've just never heard noise like that in my life.
Yeah.
That building was built. Whoever designed that building, like, the sound waves bounce off of that building so perfectly that you've just never heard anything so loud.
Yeah.
Because they're not setting record-breaking attendance numbers. It's 15,000 people.
Yeah.
But it's the loudest I've ever heard an arena in my life.
It was built for an American Hockey League team, so that's why it's not as big, right? But it's perfect.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
And another thing you saw there, too.
There?
Oh, go ahead.
Did Manitoba Moose still play there?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, they play there as well.
Yeah. And another thing that you saw...
They draw big crowds, too. It's a hockey city.
Yeah.
And, it's minus 40 on your way to a hockey game, and there's just people outside with T-shirts on, their jerseys on. It's crazy. I couldn't deal with the cold like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, nothing stops these people.
Portage in Maine.
Absolutely.
That's a cold spot.
Absolutely. You should play that clip of that guy from Colorado talking about Portage in Maine. Did you guys see that video?
No.
I haven't.
It's a Colorado Avalanche reporter, and he follows the team around on their road trips. So he, obviously one of the Winnipeg landmarks is Portage in Maine, the windiest intersection in North America. Some people say the world. So it's like the middle of February, and the guy goes to Portage in Maine, to do a stand-up for his story about the Avalanche, and he's standing out there, and I forget the exact words. I think he said he's like he said it was a death sentence, and he's like he's out of breath. Poor guy's wearing a pea coat. He's like, I'm here at the Portage in Maine. It's a death sentence.
What'd you say? What reporter was he with? Like
the Colorado Avalanche.
So he did the Habs, and he was just reporting. That's terrible.
I assume it gets cold in Colorado.
Not as cold as Portage in Maine.
You know what? Winnipeg is a cold city.
I bet.
I bet.
Winnipeg is a cold city.
Now, when you were out there too, you saw a band of. I was gonna play this song instead, actually, but you saw a band on their last tour together. Talk a little bit about that experience.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, first of all, it was one of the most insane atmospheres I've ever seen in my life.
It's a Tragically Hip too. Before you get too far.
Yeah, the Tragically Hip, right? So, for starters, it was also extremely emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Because, they're playing ahead by a century, and everyone's singing along, and you know that this is the last time you're going to hear him say this live.
Yeah.
So, when they announced that tour, obviously I wasn't able to get tickets right away because they were extremely hard to get. So I went on StubHub and was hemming and hawing because they were pretty expensive tickets. Like just to sit in the lower bowl was like somewhere around $200, which is worth probably every penny now that you look at it.
Yeah.
So I kept leaving it off, and then finally I said, okay, day of, I'm going to buy some tickets to this, and I found these great seats down low because I was just going by myself. I couldn't find anyone to go with me, and I'm not going to bring someone who's not a diehard Tragically Hip fan, because if they're not on the same level as me when we're there, then what's the point?
Yeah. You're
gonna get emotional. It's gonna get crazy, and if the person beside you is asking who sings this, what's the point, right? So, I went by myself, and so I'm looking for single tickets, find this great deal for $115 down low, good seats. And I was working a morning show at the time for CTV, and I told the guy, I'll meet you at the doors, like at noon. I was like, meet you at the doors, like 6 hours from now. I'll bring the money, and we'll do this. And that's it's risky in itself. You don't know what's going to happen. So anyway, I told him I was going to meet him with cash, and then I took a nap because I was on the morning show, so I was tired, and I wanted to be ready for the concert. So I took a nap, and I woke up at like 4 p.m., ready to rock. I'm like blasting Tragically Hip, and I refreshed my email, and I got like 7 emails from this guy. He's like, I want to make sure you're legit, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sleeping. I'm not answering him. So long story short, he's like, this is over. I'm selling it to someone else right now. So now I'm like 1 hour out of concert time, or 1 hour out of when I should be there. And I don't have tickets. So long story short, I go on StubHub. I buy the first tickets I saw, $99 US. I buy them. They're up in the bleeders, behind the stage. Well, you know what? There wasn't a bad seat at that concert. No. I mean, Gord would turn around and sing to us once in a while, which was nice. But just the fact that I was there was absolutely incredible. Yeah. So that was a story in itself. But I totally went by myself. I met these beauties from outside of Winnipeg, and they were all by themselves as well. It was like this person selling single tickets in our row. So everyone was on the same page. Everyone was rocking. It was great.
That's perfect.
Saw a lot of great concerts in Winnipeg.
Did you see City in Color there too?
I saw City in Color when I first got there, like my first couple months. Then I saw Blink-182 right after that. Mm-hmm. And then in the fall, I saw Kanye, which was absolutely incredible. If you've never seen Kanye West, it's literally like a dance party.
I want to go to that. I want to go see him.
it's like you're at the club, and Kanye's the DJ. And then after that, I saw one of my favorite bands, Kaleo, who are from Iceland. Really good. And then I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh,
that would be a good one.
Every time you say a band now, though, like that, I'm thinking I should have put that as your song to come into every time. Because every time, well, like City and Color, like that's you. You love them.
That's not going to get you fired up to hear from
No, well, I know I got a lot of feathers, but not much chicken, or whatever he says.
It would get me, Will says.
Yeah, I went to see him live for my birthday last year, I think. Yeah, right around the same time you went. I was there like a couple nights later, or a couple nights before, I remember.
Unreal performer.
Sick. He's got such a nice voice.
Absolutely. My favorite voice in the world.
Really?
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Will says thanks.
City and Color. What's that?
Will says thanks as if he had anything to do with it.
I know, he's pretty good. If you guys could rank your favorite voices in your top three, I'll list my top three favorite frontmen of all time. I would probably have to say Dallas Green of City and Color / Alexis on Fire.
You love that
and then it would be a toss-up between Gord Downey or Burton Cummings of the Guess Who.
Oh, okay.
That voice from that man. And this is like, I learned how to respect Burton Cummings after living in Winnipeg. There's on a whole different level there. It is amazing what comes out of that guy's vocal cords.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, I'm taking over right now. But who would you guys rank as your?
We love it. We love it.
Your top three voices.
I don't know. I'm same thing for me though. Like Dallas Green, Gord, and then I don't know. I'm really into the Arkells, but Max Kirby doesn't really have a huge, noticeable voice. But he's just good. But I don't know. I have to come back to that one. At 3.
Man, that's tough. Like, I got to think about that. Like, I really do like Dallas Green, but I don't like him as much as I like them. But I don't like him as much as you guys do.
Well, what about Plant? Robert Plant.
I like Robert Plant. That guy's got a set of pipes on him from Led Zeppelin.
Canadians though.
What?
None of the Canadians though.
None of them are Canadians though.
Shelly and I picked Canadians.
So I.
You don't have to.
No, you don't have to. But I'm just
you know what? Now that I think about it, Burton Cummings is up there too. That guy's got a voice. I like him. I don't know, Robert Plant would be up there. I like the Foo Fighters, but David Grohl doesn't have like a special voice. I don't know.
I would argue that.
Would you?
Yeah.
Really?
His voice is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but it's top 3 voice of all time.
No, I'm saying what's your favorite?
No, well I said I could say David Grohl, but I don't think he has a good voice, and you just said you'd argue that.
I would argue that he doesn't have a good voice.
Okay.
Does have a good voice.
Oh, I thought. Okay. I don't know, man. You guys have it picked out better than I do. I like that guy from the band that we had, but that's just like Robert Plant, the guy from Greta Van Fleet. I don't know his name though.
What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know their name, but yeah, they're sick. They're all brothers except for one of them. There's 4 of them, and 3 of them are brothers.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He caught me flat-footed. He caught me like Jake Gardner.
Sorry.
Dion.
Or Dion Phaneuf.
As a Leaf.
Yeah.
Dion's getting his role now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shelly showing his Sens Cup, his new team.
New old team.
New old team.
Yeah, what a joke.
What do you think?
Predictions for the Sens this year? Prediction for the Sens this year? Like, I know they
I would say it's fair to say they do at least what they did last year.
3rd round?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Same team.
Same team, same players, be what the same team is.
Sens in the flop, though. No flop.
I don't see anyone in the East other than Pittsburgh that that is like a shoo-in to beat anyone else in the conference. Argue if you guys have any other opinions on that. Let me know, because I think there's a lot of great teams, but I don't see any team other than Pittsburgh that is like they can beat every single team in this conference.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, Toronto is really, really good, but put them 7 games against maybe Washington looked really good. And I mean, they didn't beat Washington last year. The Leafs have the same team plus Marleau, Hainsey, and what's his name?
Who?
Marleau, Hainsey. Who else did they get? Oh,
They got Dominic Moore.
Yeah, but like these guys are just depth. Well, Marleau's not depth, but well, technically he is because he plays in the third line.
Yeah, but so does Mitch Marner.
Fourth. Yeah. No, but like you put them up against the Caps again, they're almost the same team. Like, yeah, they're better because they're all a year older, but I think I'd probably still take the Caps. I wouldn't put money on it though, but I'd take the Caps.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's not like Boston isn't the powerhouse they used to be. New York isn't what they used to be. Tampa. I mean, these are all like your front runners, but
You can take a dump on Montreal too. I don't care.
Yeah, you just took one all over Toronto, so go ahead.
I'm not necessarily shooting down every one of these teams. I'm just saying I don't see any of them running away in that conference like let's say Chicago had done in the past.
Yeah, Chicago. Speaking of them, they look good too. Really good.
And they look okay. The Western Conference is a different story, right? I mean, the first game of the season, I was like, I think Edmonton's going 82-0. I was like, these guys are good.
They are.
But
no, you should. 97 is good.
Yeah,
well, so is 29, and Strom's good, but now they have him playing. I'd rather Strom on the wing, but apparently McClellan doesn't. He's playing third line center.
Yeah.
And now Draisaitl went. Like they're not off to a good start at all. Eh?
No,
they're off to kind of like a Montreal start.
Not good. Same situation.
Yeah. What about you, Miracle? Who do you like? Don't be biased and say, I think the Leafs can win every game.
Is that how I sound?
No, that's just a Cam Kennedy. Just a Cam Kennedy waited.
What?
Remember when Cam, when he broke the bear a couple weeks ago when we had him on, and we cut it out?
Oh, yeah. Cam made some comments last week. Last time we had him on that we couldn't put on. But
Leafs are playing Washington right now, and I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's nothing.
That's funny.
It's nothing.
It's
0-0.
It's donut.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Nothing.
You get a segment called Nothing.
Did you?
Yeah. What about?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, what do you want me to say?
No, I don't know. I was gonna just ask Shelden about Vegas.
Yeah, that's
totally.
You know what? That's a good point. They look good. First of all, I don't know what to think of it. Good for Malcolm Subban for picking up his first win, by the way.
That's a Belleville Bull right there.
Belleville Bull, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that James Neal is fantastic.
Ooh.
He's underrated and underappreciated by every single team he's ever been on.
He's a real
For
deal.
sure.
James Neal.
For sure.
And the thing is, he's going to be a deadline acquisition by a contender, I'm sure, too.
But what if they're a contender? Right now they are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but we're only
true.
2 weeks in.
What's that?
We're only 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you put them against all of the other teams right now, they look like a legitimate team that can win in the playoffs, let's say.
Yeah.
Here, let's look at it this way. So I'm looking at the West and East right now. I know we're 2 weeks in. But Vegas is in second behind LA, who's got off to a great start too. Then Calgary's right behind them. And then it's Anaheim, Vancouver, Edmonton, San Jose, Arizona. Actually, no. This is so stupid. It's division. So that's all messed up.
Yeah.
But still.
The NHL has their arms wide open.
Yeah. Well, Colorado's 4-2 and 4-2-0. Yeah. Like, I don't know. If Vegas makes it, do you see them beating LA? Maybe Calgary, Winnipeg, Nashville. And I don't see them really.
I don't know. You know what? That's a good question. You guys make your predictions. Cup winner right now.
Chicago.
Yeah, that's always a good go-to.
Yeah. In the East, though,
Tampa.
I know they
Pittsburgh.
wake up with dirty diapers in the third round all the time or second round, but I'm going to say the Caps. They look good.
The Caps to go to the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, man, they look really good. Not right now.
I've heard that before.
Nothing. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like they wake up with dirty diapers, meaning they poop to bed. But actually, no, they're only 3-2-1, eh? I don't think anyone else. Like, I know Pittsburgh, they believe in themselves and they believe in the three-peat, and they're well coached. But I don't know.
You know who the two best?
I don't think it hold up.
You got to look at it like this. This is how I'm going to look at it right now because we're only 2 weeks in. What teams have the two best players in the world? Pittsburgh and Edmonton.
Pittsburgh and Edmonton.
There's your final.
You're saying that's the final.
That's it.
Your team's only as good as your goalie. I don't see Cam Talbot carrying a team like that, though.
He kind of did it last year, though.
That's true.
He was almost as good as he was almost as valuable as McDavid was.
I saw a Twitter poll by TSN Edmonton because when I was working out there, and they said at the end of the year who was the biggest MVP on the team, and Cam Talbot won the vote on the Twitter poll over McDavid.
Well, that's true. That's true. And he played really well last year.
But
he
he's
needs
not
to
better
catch fire again, though.
Yeah. They all do.
Like, if he can... Yeah. Patrick Maroon puts up another... What did he get last year? Like, 27?
Yeah. They love him out there.
Yeah, if he can do that again. Yeah. But, I don't know. Yeah, you got a good point there. Who's the two best players in the game right now? I mean, that's your Stanley Cup final.
That's it, man.
Are you wearing a Matthews jersey or a Marner?
I like fourth liners. So it's Marner.
I have a Galchenyuk jersey and right beside my bed over there.
So we're both fan of fourth liners.
Who's your fourth line jersey, Sheldon?
I got a Daniel Alfredson jersey in the closet.
Really, guys?
He's been on the fourth line for a while.
Didn't you get a Jets jersey too?
What's that?
Didn't you get a Jets jersey too?
No, I never bought a Jets jersey.
You talked about it a lot.
It's expensive, eh? It's expensive.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I'm not like, I didn't grow up a diehard Jets fan, so I don't know. I bought a Jets hat because I liked watching them. They were really fun to watch.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I have my NHL hockey jerseys. I have an Ottawa Senators Daniel Alfredson, and I have a TJ Oshie St. Louis Blues.
That's unreal, though.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I remember when you got that.
That's the only two jerseys I have, NHL.
Pretty sick, though. Oshie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He was great. He still is good.
He's in Washington.
He earned himself an 8-year deal. Makes a ton of money.
Yeah.
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 He might get traded.
Yeah,
I heard that. I was reading some blogs the other day, and they're like, Washington's kind of already looking to dump a contract. And how do you dump like an 8-year deal, though?
I don't know.
I think it would be hard.
Yeah.
You know who's off to a bad start? I'm happy. Radulov.
Yeah, you don't even hear his name.
I don't hate him, but I mean, he's not loyal.
He ain't loyal.
You want loyalty by all means.
Loyalty. Tell me who you're loyal to.
Want to take a break, Miracle?
Yeah, Shelly, we'll let you go, buddy. Hey, you can go watch your Senators play tonight, and thank you for having coming on or something. I don't really know.
For the sake of people that listen to this podcast, first of all, thanks. Second of all, I really do hope that you cut a lot of this out because I've talked for a long time. People are gonna open this video and they're gonna be like, "Wow, 45 minutes to go after this guy." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, we'll be back. There it is.
Yep.
Burton. Just like Shelley was talking about, we had guns. We were gonna play that, but we found out quickly that there was a 4-minute intro before he started singing, so we didn't play that.
Shelly's a good guest.
Shelley was a good guest. That guy.
Yeah, we've pieced together 3 solid guests so far. I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys who know their stuff.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about. Shelley's an idiot.
Yeah. No, we wish him well in Toronto.
Yeah, we do. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about... we are kind of long today because Shelley wouldn't shut up. So... I'm kidding. I know he'll be all bummed out about that, so I'm kidding. But yeah, we'll start off with the game from Saturday night. Before we get going, I just realized that my Budweiser Gold Sink glass is delayed from the game. So, Toronto scores, I think.
Well, you hope.
Yeah. But
you got Game Center fired up?
No, it's on TV.
Oh, nice.
But they're up 1-0 with 2:06 left. I've watched a lot of this game. Not. But yeah, no, I didn't see the first period of Saturday's game. I was like I said, I was at an OHL game in Peterborough, so what did you think of it?
First period, Montreal had it most of the first. They played really well. Toronto's a team, well, you get them onto their heels and they start to fire back and bite back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Price was not good.
No.
Not good at all. And I don't like to put down the best goalie in the world, but he had a rough go. He lost an edge on the Matthews' first goal. I know it was a good shot, too. Matthews' first, and I think it was the first period. Yeah, it wasn't a very good goal. But he went in, I don't want to say he cost the game, but in a way he did. Because that goal could have separated them from, a win from the loss,
Yeah, but how many times has he saved their ass, though?
Yeah, they just have to score more. So what it comes down to, in hockey, to win the game, you got to score more goals than the other team.
Mm-hmm.
Montreal's not very good at doing that. Breaking
news.
Yeah, breaking news. Yeah. Haven't been good at scoring goals for 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. But no, the Leafs they came on a bit more as the game progressed. But they were Montreal kept them on their heels most of the game. Toronto had the chance, a couple of chances in the third. Then the game was tied eventually, but then in overtime, Julian decides it's a good idea to put his shutdown center in Buchanan and then speedy winger and Byron with Weber against Matthews and I think it was Matthews and Nylander. Yeah, Matthews and Nylander.
Yep.
And probably Riley, I think.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Anyways, so as soon as that happened, I was like, all right, I guess we're updating the cover photo with Matthews scoring the OT winner.
Yeah, and I love it.
And guess what happened?
He did. How about that goal, though? Really, I was listening to TSN, and they were kind of talking about it and saying that he lost an edge on that one, too, and it's kind of yeah, but Matthews knocked the puck out of the air. He knocked it down and then buried it, which is kind of speaks a lot to the type of goal scorer he is and is going to be, right? That was one hell of a goal that he got.
Yeah, he's scoring goals like that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no mistake that he's catching Price off guard.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like the welcome to the Leafs Habs rivalry that's going to be.
Yeah.
Like I find that last year they had some good games, but now that the Leafs have finally beat them for the first time in 15 games, it's kind of like welcome back.
Yeah.
This is going to be something.
Yeah.
Now the Habs just have to get it together and ice the team. But you know what? No matter what, over the years, it's always been good games. Like the Leafs used to ice garbage, and Montreal would still have a tough time against them.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the Leafs, but
well, it's a true story.
If they weren't icing garbage, they wouldn't have such a good team right now. So, put it that way.
But you know what? Go ahead.
No, that's it.
Okay. But the topic of discussion in Toronto right now, we were talking about it, is Mitch Marner moving down from his line with Tyler Bozak and James Van Riemsdyk to the fourth line with Matt Martin and whoever Babcock feels like.
Is it Dom Moore or is it Derek there?
It's every other night he switches them.
Yeah, until he finds out. But I don't understand that. Like Dominic Moore has 2 goals in 2 games, and then Fair has no points in 3 games.
Yeah.
But I would just keep Moore in. He scored.
Yeah.
Not that they're hurting in the goal scoring category, but what's the score right now?
Yeah, they just won 2-0. Kadri put an empty netter in.
That's a low scoring game for them.
Yeah. Crazy. I didn't watch much of it, so I don't really know. I'll read about it, but.
We'll hear all about it on TSN.
Yeah, The Athletic.
Yeah, well, it'd just be 16 articles about Austin Matthews and if he's going to be a star, or he already is one.
Yeah.
What he ate for breakfast this morning.
Yeah, that's always the topic of discussion.
Matthews ate eggs and bacon for breakfast, so therefore he was able to skate for 18 minutes tonight.
Yeah. Game changer.
All of your kids should be eating eggs and bacon for breakfast so they can skate.
Yeah, moved to Arizona too.
In an NHL hockey game. Yeah.
But anyway, Marner on the fourth line.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know. Like, I see both sides of it. Like, I had a tweet with Patrick O'Sullivan of TSN. Not a big deal. And
not a big deal.
Not a big deal. But I saw both sides. I can see why you want to bench him, right? Or not bench him, but move him down because he's not producing. But like, neither is Leo Komarov, right? I love Leo, but Leo really hasn't played that great. He's got I don't know, I don't think he had anything tonight, but he has 3 points, right?
Yeah.
So he's also going to be a UFA at the end of this year. Why wouldn't you these kids that are going to be around for for a long time? I don't know why you wouldn't give them more ice time to try to help them improve. Like sending Marner down to play 7 or 6 whatever minutes he played tonight. How does that make him improve? It just sends a message that you aren't happy with him, which I understand, but I don't know. I don't really see the point of it.
I'm wondering right now. I know. I was thinking about it today. I was like, has Babcock always been this hard on kids?
But when has he ever really had kids?
Well, he had young guys in Detroit for a while.
Yeah.
Remember when Helm and Abdelkader came in the league? I mean, those guys aren't stars, but they're good depth players. Mm-hmm. And, I was wondering, who hates him? Mike Commodore.
Yeah, that guy doesn't like him.
Yeah, he's funny though. But tonight, Marner played 12 minutes and 27 seconds. And Komarov played 15:36.
Yeah. And they both threw 0, right? No points.
So they won. They didn't win by an outstanding margin.
Yeah.
But they won. So that means Marner's probably staying on the fourth line.
I don't think so. I think it'll switch back.
No, you don't think so?
You know what, though? Connor Brown had a goal tonight.
Yeah, I was thinking that, too. Brown scored. He's the guy that was on the fourth
line. But that's exactly my point. Why wouldn't you put Komarov... You would drop Komarov down to that fourth line. You put Connor Brown on that line with Kadri and Marleau, and you leave Marner where he was. They're realistically, that first, second, and third line aren't really first, second, and third lines. They all play about the same amount of minutes.
Yeah, they do.
They're like, I don't even see them as a first, second, third, or whatever. Like, the fourth line is obviously the fourth line. But, like, those three lines, I don't see them as one should get more ice time than the other. Obviously, Matthews should probably end up the night with the most, even though he doesn't usually. But
you know who did for forwards tonight?
Connor Brown.
No. Zach Hyman, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Played 20 minutes tonight.
How did you...
The second... I'm looking at the game sheet.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. I don't know why... Like they're realistically, their intentions probably aren't to sign Komarov next year. They bring Kapanen into the lineup if he's still around, right?
Kapanen. They like Grunstrom too.
Yeah, like the future. Even though like they're saying that like they're it's probably playoffs or bust this year, but like Komarov isn't a part of that in the next 5 years.
No, Komarov's gonna go get money somewhere.
Yeah,
that's what he's gonna do.
No, well, not at this rate. Not if he sticks at 3 points, but
yeah.
But
but like say he puts up Komarov numbers, typical Komarov numbers. They don't want him. Like he's not part of their core anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he really ever was, because he's more of just like a grit grinder.
Yeah, grit grinder.
Yeah, but he's like a 35 point guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll get money somewhere.
Yeah.
People like those bottom six guys that can bang and trash.
Yeah. Babcock's that guy.
Okay?
Babcock's the guy that likes that.
Yeah. And Galchenyuk, same. We'll just touch on this quick. Galchenyuk's in the same boat in Montreal.
Yeah.
Played very well against the Leafs. His best game of the season, but he played on the fourth line.
Yeah.
His goal was on the power play. I don't know who was on the ice with him. So they gave him one shift. So Lehkonen killed the penalty. Mm-hmm. So they gave him. Lehkonen was playing right wing on Pacioretty and Joanne's line. So after the penalty was killed, Galchenyuk came out on the top line, played well, didn't turn the puck over, got a shot on net, and then bing, he's back on the fourth line. Although he scored like 3 minutes before. Poor guy.
Yeah.
This guy just must have hate in his gut. Yeah, I don't know what's going to go on there. Did you hear about Mark Bergevin being at 2 or 3 Islanders games this year? Yeah, that's a joke.
Yeah, he's not. Johnny T's not coming there.
John Tavares, no. Anyways, that's the conversation for another day. I want to introduce the new segment.
Yeah. What are we calling it?
Not good.
We have the congressional leaders here with us today, and we have a lot to discuss, including the fact that there's a new and seems to be record-breaking hurricane heading right toward Florida and Puerto Rico and other places. We'll see what happens. We'll know in a very short period of time, but it looks like it could be something that will be not good. Believe me, not good.
All right. Yeah, not good. Not good. No.
Yeah, not good.
And
you go first.
No, well, we'll say with this segment we're going to talk about someone who obviously we didn't think was very good this week. So why don't we? Why want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you to go first.
Okay, mine is as always Jake Gardner. I really don't understand why people like him so much. He had like I'll give him the beginning of this year. He had a pretty good start. He had a couple nice plays, and there was one play I remember he used his edges really well, which was really nice to break out. But that goal against New Jersey, the 5-on-3 goal, it was a bad bounce for that face-off when bounced off him, right?
Right.
But he didn't do anything to recover. He let the guy blow by him. And then William Nylander ended up being the last defenseman there. And that was a weird play, too, where Nylander ended up, poke-checking the puck at Freddie Anderson. But anyway, it all comes back to Jake Gardner.
So, okay, I want to know what's wrong here. He led the Leafs in plus-minus last year, and he led the Leafs with points by defenseman, right?
Yeah.
How is that possible? Every time I watch him, he's not very good.
I know.
And he gets minutes.
But you know what? You know why? Because he spends the majority of his time on the ice with 34.
That's true. Yeah, because he goes out he's the first defense pairing, right?
I don't know. I don't think he's on that pairing now, but that's
+3
why.
this year.
Yeah.
Who's he playing with right now?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Like, I think Riley's with Hainsey,
Zaitsev?
so I'm saying he's with Zaitsev.
Yeah, he's with Zaitsev.
But
Anyways, mine not good guy of the week is sorry, Bert. I'm just gonna say just Montreal. They're just not good, man. They came on last game, like they came to play against the Leafs. But even worse news for the Habs this week. They had a good game against the Leafs. They lost, so that's bad news right there. Not good news. Not good.
no.
And what's even worse is that they're in California for 3 games.
So you
and
can't
they are
watch
terrible in California.
Well,
They show up, put a dime, throw a couple of dimes up. They don't score in California. They never do. I don't know. Like, they have been so bad. Like, I've been watching I think I've caught every one of their games. And their breakout is just, I thought it would be a lot better with Drouin. And it is. When Drouin is on the ice, they can break out. But if he's not, and Mete's not, they're not breaking out.
Yeah.
They're staying right in their end. And it's not good that David Schlemko is not back yet. But he's good, but he's a third pairing guy in my eyes.
Yeah, but that's so sad that you guys are all excited about him coming back.
Whoa. We aren't. Other Habs fans are.
Yeah.
I mean, we are not. Meaning, like, I'm excluding myself here. I'm not very excited. I don't really care if he comes back or not. I want to finish dead last. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want the Habs to finish dead last. I'm not associated with the team whatsoever.
You know what? I'm gonna say something now. As a Leaf fan growing up, well, not growing up, but we were in college, and I always wanted them to tank. Everyone always made fun of me and were like, "Oh, like what?" What's that?
Dug yourself up a new track?
Another new track. Everyone, our guest is on with us right now, but he's not talking yet. But everyone that I could see, as soon as the part of that song kicked in, everyone smiled and started nodding. You knew it was a good choice. So.
Oh yeah, it's a good tune.
Yeah.
That's Highway Tune by Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, that's it. We got to give them credit in case they only 29 people listen, but in case they come after us for money. But
so welcome to episode 4. I forgot to give this one a title.
Yeah.
But we were saying like free Mitch Marner.
Free Mitch Marner.
Free Marner.
Hashtag free Marner. Hashtag free Subban. Good talk.
How about that? Yeah, that's Subban. Yeah, I shared that on the Facebook the other day when who went down? Edler went down with an injury, and they didn't even call up anyone because they already have like 15 defensemen rostered.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to start this off. I got a story and a question for you. I want your thoughts on something. So I went to an OHL game this weekend, and I remember a few times ago I went to an OHL game, and this is what made me think of this story. And I was actually taking a Snapchat video to send to you. Now, I was at the game with a guy, I'm not going to out him because I know he actually listens to this, but he had himself a bit of an evening. He spent a little bit of cash on some drinks, and he was having himself an evening. They had a flex cam. He geared down and started flexing, and he didn't get in any trouble. But then I pulled out my video to take a 10-second Snapchat video because a guy we knew scored a goal, and they were saying his name over the speaker. So I went to record it, and security came up to me and said, "You can't do that, stop doing that, or we'll kick you out." And I was thinking, hold on, the guy I'm with ripped his shirt off 25 minutes ago to start flexing for the Jumbotron, and you're going to give me a hard time. So my question is, why are you not allowed to record at OHL games or NHL games that are already on TV? Do you know?
That's I don't know. I've never had that issue anywhere else. That's why I don't understand.
I wonder if they were just trying to send a message to me because I wasn't having an evening like he was, and